Rasmus Højlund, Matheus Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, Lisandro Martinez, Matthijs de Ligt, Andre Onana. These aren't just names, they are the architects of fear, the engines of domination, the pillars of a Manchester United squad forged in ambition and ruthlessness. Under Ruben Amorim, this isn't a team, it's a storm, a calculated juggernaut ready to crush anyone who stands in its way. Every pass, every run, every tactical move is sharpened like a weapon. Last season, chaos ruled. Last season, frustration lingered. Last season, rivals sneered. Now, precision reigns. Exhilaration pulses through every line. And for every opponent daring enough to face them, redemption comes not just for United, but terror. At the very front, Rasmus Højlund isn't just leading Manchester United's attack, he's spearheading a revolution. A young, thunderous forward, Højlund combines brute strength with razor-sharp tactical intelligence. Defenders don't just face him, they face a predator who reads their every move, exploits their slightest hesitation, and punishes even the tiniest lapse. He doesn't wait for chances, he invents them, dragging centre-backs out of position, creating gaps that weren't even there, and making the pitch a minefield for any opposition. Every run he makes is a warning, every touch a threat. Now, he's no longer alone in carrying that burden. The recent arrival of Benjamin Šeško adds another layer of fear to United's arsenal, a towering, clinical finisher whose movement in the box is as lethal as his aerial dominance. Together, Højlund and Šeško form a twin-pronged nightmare capable of overwhelming even the most disciplined backlines with their blend of power, pace, and ruthless finishing. Flanking him is Matheus Cunha, a master of chaos and creativity. Cunha drifts between lines with a magician's precision, linking attack and midfield with uncanny vision. One moment, he's ghosting past a defender with lightning dribbles. The next, he's sending a perfectly timed through ball that slices defenses open like paper. With Cunha, Manchester United doesn't just attack, they infiltrate, destabilizing formations, sowing confusion, and forcing errors before the ball even reaches Højlund. And then there's Alejandro Garnacho and Brian Mbeumo on the wings, two relentless forces who turn width into a weapon. Garnacho's blistering pace on the left stretches defensive lines until they snap, while his daring runs and direct dribbles leave markers grasping at air. Yet, as electric as he is, rumours swirl that Chelsea are plotting a move to lure him away, a shadow that only seems to make his performances sharper, as if each game is a statement that he belongs at the very top. On the right, Mbeumo's intelligence, positioning, and two-footed finishing create constant danger. He's the kind of winger defenders fear because he's never in the predictable spot, always finding pockets, always ready to exploit a lapse. What makes this front line truly terrifying isn't just individual talent, it's synergy, a machine of calculated chaos. Højlund pulls defenders like magnets, Cunha dances through the cracks they leave, Šeško adds a towering predatory presence, and the wingers rotate with surgical precision. Opponents don't just defend, they chase shadows, fight ghosts, and struggle to cover spaces that don't even exist for one player alone. This is a relentless, high-octane attack designed to dominate, suffocate, and destroy, perfectly tailored to Amorim's philosophy of pressure, intelligence, and unyielding intensity. Behind Manchester United's fearsome front line lies a midfield that is both shield and spark, a deadly combination of creativity, control, and calculated aggression. Bruno Fernandes sits at the heart of this system, not just a playmaker, but a strategist, a chess master operating between the lines. He doesn't simply pass, he orchestrates, manipulates space, and forces defenses into mistakes they didn't know they were making. One glance, one flick, one perfectly weighted ball can unravel an entire defensive setup. His late runs into the box aren't just clever, they're lethal, arriving at the exact moment defenders least expect, ready to exploit every misstep. Yet genius without balance is chaos, and that's where Manuel Ugarte emerges as the unseen backbone. With cat-like anticipation, he reads the game, intercepts passes before they become threats, and shatters opposition rhythm with ruthless precision. While Bruno dances and directs the storm, Ugarte is the calm eye at the center, shielding the defense and giving the attacking force the freedom to unleash havoc. Adding fuel to the fire is Kobbie Mainoo, a relentless box-to-box engine whose energy and intelligence are unmatched. Mainoo Bruno links attack and defense seamlessly, pressing high, covering ground like a phantom, and arriving in critical zones at moments that can decide a match. His mobility ensures that no gap goes unguarded, no counter goes unchecked, and no pass goes uncontested. Even in his twilight years, Casemiro remains the tactical anchor, a veteran sentinel whose presence commands respect. He reads danger before it materializes, wins aerial duels with authority, and imposes structure when the chaos around him threatens to spiral out of control. Opponents who think they can bypass him quickly discover the price of underestimating his intelligence and timing. What makes this midfield truly terrifying is the synergy between its parts. Cunha drops to link with Bruno, the wingers tuck inside or stretch the pitch to manipulate space. Ugarte patrols the defensive channels, Mainu roams like a shadow in the engine room, and Casemiro ensures the system never loses shape. This is a midfield that doesn't just react, it dictates tempo, suffocates opponents, and launches attacks at the speed of thought. Against this unit, teams won't just struggle, they will crumble, caught between precision and pressure, intelligence and instinct. As Manchester United transitions from defense to attack, with frightening fluidity and lethal intent. If the attack is the sword and the midfield the engine, then Manchester United's defense is the unyielding shield, an iron wall designed to crush ambition and suffocate opportunity. Lisandro Martinez and Matthijs de Ligt stand at the very heart of this fortress, a pairing forged in intelligence, strength, and unshakable composure. De Ligt dominates the air, intercepts crosses before they even reach danger, and reads the opposition like an open book. Martinez, fierce and relentless, combines tactical awareness with aggression, stepping into challenges before attackers can even react. Together, they allow United to push a high defensive line with confidence, daring opponents to try their luck in spaces that don't exist. But no fortress stands on walls alone. Lenny Yoro, a rising star, patrols the channels with explosive pace, uncanny anticipation, and an almost preternatural ability to read the game. Any gap left by advancing fullbacks is his domain, and he closes it before attackers even know it's there. On the flanks, Luke Shaw and Diogo Dalot are more than just defenders, they are weapons. Their overlapping runs stretch the pitch, their deliveries ignite counterattacks, and their defensive awareness shuts down threats before danger can materialize. In a Premier League where a single lapse can cost a title, this defense is a lesson in fear, discipline, and mastery. Last season's chaos is gone, replaced by a structure that intimidates, frustrates, and dominates. Opposing forwards will find themselves shadowboxing with shadows, pressing into walls that never give way, and trying to break a unit that refuses to break. This is more than defense. It is psychological warfare, a calculated, relentless force that turns fear into an advantage. At the final line stands Andre Onana, calm under pressure, commanding in the box, and brilliant with his feet. Onana isn't just stopping shots, he's orchestrating the defense. Every instruction, every positioning call stabilizes the entire backline, allowing Martinez, De Ligt, and Yoro to step out confidently. Altay Bayındır is ready to compete, ensuring Onana's presence is constantly challenged, keeping him at peak performance. Onana's ability to launch attacks from the back transforms defensive solidity into offensive opportunity. A safe pass to Dalot or Shaw can quickly become a counterattack, feeding Højlund or Cunha in dangerous positions. The goalkeeper is no longer just a last line of defense, he's a strategic weapon. The true genius behind this squad is Ruben Amorim. Every run, pass, press, and defensive rotation flows from his tactical vision. The attack moves as a unit, the midfield balances creativity with discipline, the defense anticipates and controls, and the goalkeeper commands from the back. Amorim has taken a club that floundered and built a squad that is cohesive, ruthless, and intelligent. With this setup, Manchester United can dominate any opponent. Every line supports the next. Every player knows their role, yet there's freedom for creativity. The energy is relentless, the pressure is constant, and the potential limitless. This isn't just Manchester United, it's a force. From Højlund's intelligent runs to Cunha's linking brilliance, from Bruno Fernandes's vision to Martinez and De Ligt's defensive mastery, from Onana's calm presence to Amorim's tactical genius, this is a team designed to control, dominate, and conquer.